Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back. We hope you are ready for some new episodes for the 2021-2022 school year. In this episode, Ms Caudillo sits down with Omar and explains how she supports Miss Nagar while also finding time to compete as a dragon boat racer on weekends. We would also like to introduce Nava News, which can be found Mondays on Schoology and the Nava Podcast YouTube channel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Nava Podcast. I'm your host, Omar Lopez, and today I am joined with.
I'm Kelly Caudillo. I am the assistant principal at Nava College Prep.
It's a honor having you here. Welcome. How are you feeling today?
Good. Thank you for having me. I've heard a lot about this podcast, so I'm thrilled to be able to be a guest on your podcast today.
Yeah, well, our reputation as a podcast is pretty big around these parts.
I've heard that.
So let's get started with the first question, shall we? So for those of the people who don't know you out there, students, whoever they are, who are you? What do you do at Nava, and how long have you been at Nava for?
Okay, so I'm Ms Caudillo. Like I said, I'm the assistant principal, and this year I'm the only assistant principal. We used to have two, but now we just have me. I'm starting my third year here at Nava College Prep. And I support Ms. Nagar, our principal. That's really the role of an assistant principal to, help the instructional leader, the principal of a school. I do a lot of operational support, student support, you name it. Pretty much between Ms. Nagar and I, we do it all.
That's awesome. So yeah, you're basically their other helper. If she's not around, you take charge.
Yes, exactly.
A nice that leadership role.
Right hand man.
Right hand woman.
Thank you. Actually, well put.
Yeah. Okay. How long have you been in your current role? Did you have any jobs before? How did they prepare you for being in the position that you have?
Sure. I was a teacher for 17 years. I started with LA Unified in 1996.
Wow.
I was an elementary assistant principal starting in 2014, and then I became a specialist with the Division of Special Ed. And then, like I said, I'm starting my third year. So 2 years ago, I had the opportunity to come to Nava College Prep as a secondary assistant principal. So I received my plaque of 25 years of service with LA Unified last year, so I'm starting my 26th year with the district.
Ooh, congrats. That's
Thank
very
you.
cool. That's a big accomplishment.
Thank you. I don't feel like I'm old enough to have that, that many years of service, but obviously I've been with the district for that long. So
Yeah, that's cool. So you guys go way back. That's nice.
yes.
Speaking of, you said that you were a teacher. What subject did you teach?
I was a special education teacher my entire 17 years of teaching. I started teaching preschool for students with moderate to severe disabilities, and then I taught elementary school, and I also taught secondary. So I taught all the way from age 3 to 22, because in special education, students can be in school till they're 22. So I always taught an alternate curriculum and students with pretty severe developmental and behavioral disabilities.
Right. A very important role. I could see, especially since it would be through so many years of teaching and just being with the same students. I assume, right?
I saw some of the kids I did teach when they were younger, I had in high school, and that was really fun to see their growth. But yeah, I taught at Salvin Special Ed Center, and then I taught at Lanterman High School. And then for my last year teaching, I took a group of students to Santee High School as an integration project because we used to really segregate our students with more moderate to severe disabilities, and we wanted to change that and push for inclusion and get them onto our comprehensive high school sites. And so that was really an awesome experience.
Dang, I'd love to be in a teaching role. So maybe someday.
think you'd make a great teacher, Omar.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Speaking about that, just a little more. If you could teach any subject besides the one that you did teach, which one would you teach, and why?
You know what? I probably would love to teach something in the sciences. I was my degree was in psychology in college. My undergrad was a bachelor's degree in psychology, but I always had an interest in biology, genetics. So I might want to do a course like that. I think that would be really fun and interesting to do.
Nice science. I like science. It's a really fun a subject that I indulged myself in for the past 3 years.
Sure.
It was pretty nice. Okay. What is your favorite thing about working at Nava, and what is your least favorite?
Um, you know what? The least favorite is that I just feel like I don't have enough time to do all the things I want to do to support Nava. Just the lack of time, but I think that's kind of true anywhere. But my favorite thing is truly the family feel that this school has, the collaboration of staff members and our students. I just feel like it has a very warm and friendly, vibe about it. And I felt that my first day here, and that's my favorite part of Nava College Prep.
That's honestly a really good. That's a really good answer. If a lot of people have been saying that, so it was pretty cool.
Good. I'm glad that other people feel that way too.
Yeah, it's a real cool, a very homey place here at Nava. So,
Yes, definitely.
uh, speaking of, is there a colleague slash staff member, that you admire, and if so, why?
Well, I'm going to say that Miss Nagar is definitely someone I admire. She was one of the teachers that wrote the school plan for Nava College Prep, really wanting to make this school very unique and different within the community that we have our school in. And just that how she had a vision, stuck with that vision, and still works harder than anyone I've ever met before to really ensure that it keeps going and that we continue to have a wonderful high school for the students that really want to be here at Nava College Prep. So I really do admire Ms. Nagar. I think she's a force of nature.
She really is. She was frightening the first time I saw her.
She's intense, but she's compassionate, and she is completely passionate about what she does.
She really is. She's overall she's a good person. Shout out to you, Miss Nagar. Good job.
Yes, definitely a shout out.
Okay, moving forward. What is something that you'd like to do for fun when you're not working?
When I'm not working, well, I'm a mom of two boys, one that's 8 and one that's 13. So I love being a mom, and I'm busy being a mom. But personally, just for me, I'm on a competitive dragon boat racing team. I'm a team captain of an all-women's team out of Long Beach.
Whoa.
And I spend my time paddling early in the morning every Sunday on my dragon boat with my team. We're the Long Beach Rebels. And I've done that sport for the last few years, and it is, just a passion of mine and really fun and a great stress relief too.
That sounds really fun. Honestly, dang. That's cool.
Yeah, when I have my first race, I'll see if any Nava kids want to come down and cheer me on.
Oh my god, that would be so awesome. I would be like, "Hey, I know her."
Yeah.
Now that we're back in-person learning, uh, I'd want to I'd want to ask how have you been adjusting to it ever since, we were online for over a year, and now that we get to see people. Obviously we don't see faces and whatnot, but the interaction is there. We're starting to become more social. How did you adjust to that?
Well, personally, I'm a very extroverted type of person. I really like social interaction and to be really hands on. And that was probably the biggest challenge to distance learning. And I felt very kind of disconnected at time and removed from, the students, especially. So honestly, I think the energy I felt last Monday was awesome. Like it really did help me transition, seeing kids, having you guys on campus. That's what a school's always been to me, is like a school exists because of the students. And it just felt strange not having that connection with distance learning. So I've transitioned pretty good. It's been probably the hardest opening in all my years, just because of all the different things we need to do, like the COVID testing and just different policies that have been put in place to ensure safety. But again, I think I'm transitioning pretty good. It was, I'll be honest, a bit hard to leave my kids because I was home with them for a year, but then now they've kind of adjusted back to school. So I think we're all doing our best to kind of find that routine again.
Overall, just a good amount of hard work and dedication just to get us back up in the mornings, just to wake up early and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That alarm was a little painful the first day, but now I'm kind of used to it.
Yeah, I mean, even though we still did wake up early for our online classes, it's way different having to come back into person. So
Exactly.
I really understand that.
Yes.
Well, yeah. With that, I think that's good. Thank you. I really appreciated the time that we had here to talk about, getting to know one another, especially since, not a lot of, I feel like a lot of people in our campus don't really know what you do. So it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice to hear someone who I guess a lot of people don't know about speak out.
Well, good. Well, thank you for having me. And I'm here for the students. I'm here for the staff. That's really my role. I love being a support role, and that's truly what an assistant principal is called to do. So, yeah, thank you so much, Omar, for having me on your podcast.
It was it was my pleasure. Thank you. And with that, we'll catch you on the next one, guys. See ya.